What's going on, beautiful people? It is I, your flying locomotive and faster than a speeding bullet SuperCliff, coming at you live with a brand new video. And for today's majestic and fantastic video, we are back at it with more Brainiac shenanigans. For I'm talking about Superman House of Brainiac Special, issue number 1. Before we suit up and discover the secrets of Brainiac and understanding his goals and aspirations, if you're new to the channel, then smash that like and subscribe button. That way you guys never miss out on anything that happens on this majestic channel. So what are you waiting for? Let's raise the bar and go full on Super Saiyan. Hit that subscribe button. Thus, without further ado, let's get crazy and scientific with the House of Brainiac special. Alrighty folks, so our story begins with Brainiac, for we see the Superman villain looking villainous as he monitors both Superman and Lobo's progress because remember, in the last part, Supes and Lobo teamed up and were en route to stop Brainiac. Now while all this is going down, we get some backstories as to how and why Brainiac was able to gain possession of the Caesarian race and becoming its master. For many years ago, Caesarian scientists discovered the secrets of regeneration, and thus they were poised to become a culture that focused on self-improvement and scholar teachings, rather than the immaturity of violence and war that many others like the Caesarian general have adopted for a lifestyle. In other words, the smarter side became full of themselves, arrogant if you will, like the Jedi. Now during the Caesarian Civil War, the scientific faction led by General Tibb decided that in order to win the war, she had to summon via science machinations a previous incarnation of Brainiac. And so with that, she asked him to assist in defeating Chaco's faction. Basically, you scratch my back and I scratch yours, sort of deal. And the reward that was promised to Brainiac was her permission for him to study Caesarians in order to uncover the secrets of immortality. But remember, at the end of the day, Brainiac is a lying bastard and he's all about learning new information. That's literally his, that's what gets his blood going. So yeah, he definitely betrays them. And after taking over the city, Brainiac takes control of the entire planet. And as usual, the case when it comes to him and conquering planets, he's prepared to destroy it. However, upon witnessing a father fighting to protect his children from the drones and attempting to flee, despite the situation being hopeless, Brainiac could not understand why someone would so desperately struggle to survive, even when their world was, more than not get destroyed. And so, being uncharacteristic, of his own action, Brainiac let the planet be. However, returning hundreds of years later and wanting to correct his mistake, he found the planet dead and he found it as a wasteland. From there, we get a day in the life of Perry White's campaign for Metropolis' mayor. And to put it plainly, it's not going well. Perry is losing the race against his opponent, Garrett Blake, who is essentially the stereotypical right-wing Republican. And guess what? Blake is 1000% against aliens taking up residence in Metropolis. Now, despite the ever-loyal Bibbo allowing the Ace Club's bar to serve as Perry's campaign headquarters, it's not enough in terms of going against Blake. And so once we're introduced to the current situation, knowing the ins and outs of the race, during one of Blake's public rallies, shit starts to hit the bed. Because after riling up the fan base, and one of the city's aliens, a little girl, gets the shit kicked out of her by Blake's supporters, which obviously is bad, and it just shows how important this mayor election is for the future of Metropolis. The following day, one of Blake's supporters, who was at the rally, enters the Ace of Clubs. And it's here where he tells Bibbo that he's not sure how he feels about aliens in general, but he knows what happened to the girl wasn't right. And he doesn't want to be like the men who attacked her. And from there, Bibbo tells him that that's a start and begins pouring him a drink. Next up, we check in with AmandaWaller. Now, when it comes to Waller, she's currently working with a group of mysterious benefactors known as the Council of Light, because both sides want to rid the world of superheroes. And this partnership has been going on since the end of last year's DC event, Dark Crisis. However, AmandaWaller, she's no dumbass. She doesn't like blind situations. Therefore, as she is conducting a conversation with the Council of Light, she informs her allies that she's been able to track down their encrypted signal, and by doing so, realizes that they are not broadcasting from Earth when they speak with her. Thus, in comic book fashion, the group are revealed that they are the various iterations of Brainiac. The House of Brainiac have basically been using her to weaken Earth by eliminating the superheroes. Waller cuts all ties with them, effective immediately, and swears that she will destroy them, despite still wanting to rid the DC universe of its superheroes. And that, folks, was the end of the House of Brainiac special. issue number 1. And thank you guys for checking out my video, as it truly means the world to me. So yeah, when it comes to this special, it's basically a bridge issue. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, the book doesn't necessarily have a main protagonist that we, the readers, are following. It's similar to, an annual. The book provides a universal update of the Superman-esque section of the DC universe. And I gotta say, the issue was well done. The first story of Brainiac taking control of the Caesarians was whatever I felt. It's a bunch of bad guys getting taken out by a bigger bad. Like whatever, we've seen that before countless times in comics. However, the second and third stories I really dug. Obviously, if you're an American, then you're probably aware that a presidential election is happening in 2024, Trump versus Biden. Best days ever. Now, why do I bring that up? Because, well, the Perry White section shows the losing battle of Perry White, and it makes it very similar to the modern day. I kind of sympathize with the whole that section of the comic. Whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, I think either side can sympathize with the story that's being told. Also, just seeing how one fuck up situation can be the undoing of a candidate. In this case, the alien girl getting her ass kicked by an angry crowd. It's just, I don't know, it's cool seeing someone, that guy who shows up at Bibbo's bar. It's just cool seeing someone who isn't an extreme left or right wing person be swayed by something that they view as wrong. And it doesn't have to deal with party alignment. It's just doing the right thing, doing what you believe. To see the character still hold on to his political beliefs, yet is willing to not side with the party, I think it's great. I think it's a great message, because me personally, I think both the right and the left parties in this country can go fuck off, because I think they both suck. And I think they honestly just divide our country more so, but that's besides the point. But yeah, that's really why I dug this story. I just kind of felt the need to unify. And when it comes to the third story, DC's Council reads, yes please, or should I say the Council of BRAINIAC'S. I mean, that's awesome. And, plus the way the story played out and the reveal, I thought was extremely well done. I didn't see that coming. And yeah, it was great. Overall, if you want to get a hold of what's currently happening in the Superman section of the DC universe, if you want to understand what's happening with Brainiac and that of Metropolis, definitely check out this issue. It's a good time. So yeah, as always, I'm your majestic sayer over at SuperCliff. And if you guys are new to the channel, then do me a solid by smashing that like and subscribe button, and also the notification bell, so you'll never miss out on an upload. And so you'll always be kept up to date with your favorite top tier comics happening in the comic book world. Now tell me, what are your thoughts and opinions on this issue? And also, have you guys checked out the new David Corn Sweat Superman suit? What do you guys think of that? It's related to Superman stuff, so yeah. House of Brainiac, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. And until the next video, peace, giggity goo.